Hello, my name is Andrew Roberts. I'm a Google Workspace developer who specializes in Google AppScript. And I'm excited today to tell you about a new project I've just released, which is a free Google Sheet CRM. It's based on something I've been using myself for quite a few years now, and it's quite a common use case with clients where they want to onboard their own clients, create a Google Drive for their clients, and then a set of standard files and folders, and then merge the values for that client into those files and folders for things like contracts, NDAs and whatnot. So first off, I'm going to give you a rundown of the features on the sheet. So if we open up an example that I created earlier, so what we can see, that you've got the standard set of headers, and this matches up with the associated form. So once you take a copy of the template, you're going to get a copy of the form and you're going to get a copy of that sheet. Now where the magic happens is once that form has been submitted, the script is going to create a folder for that client, and it'll then create a GSheet, which in my case I've been using for a timesheet, and it'll create a journal. And what it'll do is also store those values within the row here. So if we go and take a look at this folder I've got here for this, so I've got the 3 folders set up, which are going to get stored in the config, which I'll show you in a minute. And the clients folder, you've got any contracts you've created, a journal, which is the GDoc, you can use that for anything, and a GSheet, which at the moment I'm using as a timesheet. And the way that it works is the contracts are all stored in the contracts folder, and a shortcut is put in the clients folder, and similarly with the timesheets or the GSheets, which again can be used for anything. So the features you've got are, so you've got those files and folders being created. You then got the ability to create contracts, NDAs. Those are what are implemented at the moment by simply clicking on any link in the row, clicking create contract. Then you've also got the ability to store notes. So if we just let that complete, there we go. So that's created a new contract. And then what you can also do is you can create notes for each. Now, as you're going to be only using one row for each client, you can put new notes in. It just stores the latest one, but it remembers all the old ones. So in the folder it's got created for that client, it's then got a record of any old notes. So for example, I'll just show you that. So we just click again on that particular row, add new note. It gives us a pop-up, and then we can see that's going to get written into the latest one, and then we can see that the old one has been pushed out into there. So the script is using the names of the headers to find where to put stuff. So that also means that you're free to add as many new columns as you like and rearrange all these columns. What you just need to do is, if you do change the name of the field within the form, that's automatically going to get named here, and then within the config you just need to make sure that the name is also updated here so that the script can find it. So that's a quick overview of the sheet itself. So next what we'll do is we'll take a look at how to run that ourselves. Okay, so starting from the log in this case. So there's 3 steps. There's taking a copy of the GSheet template, there's then updating the configuration, and finally running the setup to link the form and the sheet. So if we close down the old one, so you simply click on the link, this is going to make us a copy. And then once that copy's been made, just be a matter of setting the configuration. So there we go. Okay, so while that's finished setting up, let's take a look at the config. So within the config, just a quick rundown, we've got some standard stuff up at the top here. Now this is the part that you're going to need to fill in. So you've got mainly these first four, which will be used as placeholders, things like contracts and invoices. The script will also create a label for that client, and you can have the option of giving it a parent where to put that label. And then you've got the three folders I was talking about, the IDs of the three folders. You need to put those in there once you've created them. We've got the headers, which we've already spoken about, and then there's a couple of templates here. So to show you how the templates work, within the templates we've got these placeholders with the curly brackets, and we've got the name of the header. So for the client name, for example, so you can simply put in the client name or any of these within curly brackets, and it'll pull that value and put it into here. And then we just got the special ones in capital letters. Now those come from the config, because you only need to specify those ones. Those should be putting in here, company name. So once that configuration has all been set up, which I'll now do by just taking a copy of my details and dropping those into the config. Okay. Then what we need to do is finally set up and make a link between the form. Let's just open the form up again. So to do that, we just do run setup. This is going to be a one-time thing, and this is going to take us through the authorization flow. Because we're going to be accessing and creating files and folders on your G drive, we need to authorize the script. Now unfortunately the script hasn't been verified by Google yet, so to get to the script you need to click on Advanced and then RoseCRM. The script is going to be bound to the sheet, so if you ever do need to go and take a look at it, you simply need to go through Extensions, App Script to see the script itself. Okay, so we've completed the setup and we've linked up the two. So now we can go to the form. Now the only thing that the only field you have to complete is the client name. So we'll just put something in there, ACM3. Now these drop downs can be changed in the form. If you do change the status, there is some conditional formatting on the GSheet, which would break if you change these, so you would need to update the conditional formatting. We'll just put a name in. We're going to merge into a contract, so we'll give it a rate and we'll put in a simple address. Now these three here, as I've shown you, these are going to get completed by the script within the sheet, but if you have already created them, you can put them in here. And if the script finds that you already have a client folder, if you were to run this twice, then it'll assume that you've already ran this and you don't need to create those three again. So if we submit that, we should then see that pop up in the clients. So give me 3. As the data comes through, what do we change the status? There you can see that the status has got the conditional formatting. And what you can also do is, if you go into the log, you can see the progress of everything that you do on the sheet. So here you can see it's created the folder, created the timesheet, got the journal, has the label, and that's completed. And as you can see on the bottom here, we've got a new folder for the notes. So as I've shown you, if you put the notes in here, then those will get logged into the Acme 3 one. Okay, so that's RoseCRM. I hope you find that useful, and do drop me a line on how you're using it and any new features you'd like added in. All right, thank you, goodbye.